Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to stop number 9 for the Pepsi Racing Series. It is a brand new racetrack, Ohio. And we're getting ready. This is a short track, and it's full of excitement. This is our third short track in a row, Ohio Motor Speedway. There you see it. We're going around this track for 30 laps. It's not even a mile in length. Pit road speed's 35 miles per hour. The turns are banked 7 degrees. Straights are 400 feet, and they're banked 5 degrees. Here's the results from qualifying, where everyone will be starting. On the pole will be Wes McCall in the 27 machine. On his outside will be Ryan Koch. Starting in row 2, Tryphon Reed and Mark Matthews. Brian LaFleur Jr., the points leader, starts 5th. Corey Williams, Jackson Williams, Dylan Young, Levi Jones, Carson Vega told the top 10. Here's the command to start engines as we show you the rest of the field.
Drivers, start your engines.
That is the command to start engines as we go through all the paint schemes and all the drivers and where they will be starting today from Ohio Motor Speedway, a brand new facility for the Pepsi Racing Series. We'll see how it does today. Some of these guys back here, Derek Reed, Eugene D-Max, Silver Petit, Joey Murphy, Samuel Mills, and Martinsville winner Racer DSM have their work cut out for them as they're starting deep in the field. Wes McCall is going to lead them down to the inaugural race at Ohio. The Toyota KR250 is green. Here we go, inaugural race in Ohio. Down the back we go, into turn 3. Very, very short track here, ladies and gentlemen. Laps fly by. As Wes McCall leads lap 1, Tryphon Reed's to his inside looking for the lead. And looks like he might just get it here off of turn 4. New leader, Tryphon Reed in the 31. Let's see how long that lasts. Here comes the 99 of Brian LaFleur Jr. He has the points lead this season, but he has not led a lap this season, which is really surprising. He's just been really consistent. Jackson Williams now has moved up to 3rd as Tryphon continues to lead. Brian LaFleur Jr. is chipping away at his lead, though. And here we go, down to turn 1 and 2. Looks like Brian thought about making a move. We'll check out the rest of the action in the back of the pack. Looks like Marshall Ritz has fallen to dead last. Tryphon continues to lead the way here at Ohio. Brian LaFleur, though, to the inside making a move. Peaking. Drag race. I don't know who beat who to the line that time. That was awful close. But Brian LaFleur Jr. is the new leader. Let's see how close that was. Oh, there's the margin. Tryphon over Brian, and Brian LaFleur Jr. is the new leader, and he finally leads a lap this season. As Jackson Williams now is up to P2, and he's looking for the lead. We have already completed 10 laps. Racer DSM has fallen back to dead last after all that progress he made. So much for that. Let's check out up front. Up towards the front, I should say. And into the top 10 we go. Oh, we got a battle 3 wide maybe. Jackson Williams into the lead in the 84. James Shelley following suit. He's trying to get the lead here. He goes in second. So Jackson Williams now to the lead. That's the 29 of Danny Wells joining this battle up front. The top 5 have kind of broken away from the pack a little bit. We have to go back to Chevy here in the 18. And Zach Carlson, Ryan Acosta, Joe Cole, P2 London, and others back there battling away. We got a lead change. James Shelley back up to the front now, or I should say to the front. He hasn't been up front all day. Brian LaFleur Jr. is up to 2nd now. Danny Wells underneath for 3rd. Tryphon Reed slipped back. Now Chevy's battling him, and Tryphon's lost about 2 or 3 spots here in the last few laps. And the laps are taken away here at Ohio. Lap 15 to 30 that time. Brian LaFleur underneath James. Very high intensity racing here. Brian LaFleur leads yet another lap here. He's got a very good car. And we're about halfway through this one. And then we check out the back of the pack. I mean, this track is really, really awesome. I wasn't quite sure how good this track was going to be heading into the race, but now we know it is quite the racetrack as James Shelley takes over the lead now. Danny Wells moving himself up to P2 now as we approach 10 laps to go. Ooh, Danny got a little sideways there. Might have made a little contact with Brian. That's Chevy Gillam working his way up to P3 now. As James continues to lead, Danny Wells hunts him down. Lots and lots of racing at this track. We're not short on action, as you can see. Racer DSM started dead last. He's worked his way up there now. He's running, I believe, P22, it looks like. Work our way back up front. Danny Wells has taken over the lead with 10 to go. From now on, we'll just stick to the race lead here because we're inside 10 to go. This should be exciting. It's been a very quick race. I know for the next race now, we're going to have to extend this to at least a 50 or 60 lap race. These guys are racing very well. They're not wrecking. And it's lots of lead changes and a very, very fast race, as you can see. As Danny leads, coming lap 24 of 30. Brian DeFlair back underneath Chevy Gillam for second. We're coming to 5 laps to go here. From Ohio, Danny Wells in the lead. Brian DeFlair into second. James Shelley looking for third. 5 to go. Danny with the lead. Brian DeFlair hunting him down. James Shelley has moved up. Now it's Ryan Acosta for fourth. He's going underneath Chevy Gillam. Ryan DeFlair waiting for the right moment to make the move for the lead. Lap 27 to 30. 3 to go. Or, I guess it's 4, technically. Brian DeFlair, here he comes, inside of Danny Wells off turn 4. Nope, decides not to that time. Into turn 1, we'll see if he makes the move. Chevy Gillam has gotten back around Ryan Acosta. Oh, Brian DeFlair underneath. Here we go, battle for the lead. New leader, 2 to go. At Ohio, James Shelley now looking for second. He can't waste any time as they come around here. Coming to the white flag from Ohio. White flag in the air. Brian DeFlair, James Shelley side by side at the line. Shelley underneath Brian DeFlair. Chevy Gillam now up there, battling for the lead. Into turn 3 and 4. James Shelley with the lead off the corner. James Shelley wins the inaugural race from Ohio. Chevy Gillam finishes second. What a race here at Ohio. This track is awesome. My goodness. Racer DSM finishes 14th after starting dead last. What a high-intensity race. My goodness. We were not short on action today. Lots and lots of passing. And here's your official standings. James Shelley over Chevy Gillam, Brian DeFlair Jr., Danny Wells, Ryan Acosta, Peachy London, Tryfon Reed, and Derek Reed finished 7th and 8th. Joey Murphy, Dylan Petit, the top 10. Jackson Williams, Hayden Klein, Ryan Cox, Racer DSM, Eugene D-Max, Colin Welty, Kyle Snosky, Wes Riddle, Zach Carlson, James Qualls, the top 20. And here's the rest of the field from Ohio. What a race. We need to come here more often. Ryan Daniels, tough break, finishes dead last. Race number 9 in the books. Let's go celebrate with your winner, James Shelley. And Ohio is a huge success. What a race. Let's go celebrate with James. Here he comes, the inaugural winner from Ohio, James Shelley, in the 41 machine. We got ready to tear down that race car, that Kodiak Chevrolet. What a win, what a race. Very, very quick race, and I apologize for that. But I didn't think this race was going to be like that. I thought there was going to be at least a few cautions, but there wasn't. And we went green from start to finish, and it was a very quick race. Lots of passing, though. You can't say you weren't entertained. Unlike the other few short tracks we've last had, Martinsville and Bristol. This one definitely had a lot of passing. And lucky for you guys, if you like this racetrack, we'll be back at this racetrack. It's going to be the first race of the chase, actually. So that would be race number 20, what is that, 27? Yeah, race number 27 of the season is the first chase race, and that will be Ohio. This racetrack right here. So we'll be back at this track later on the season, and it should be as exciting as it was today. It looks like James is done doing his little burnouts for now. James Shelley, the winner today, ladies and gentlemen. Join us for race number 10 on the season. We're going to the Monster Mile, Dover, for the FedEx 400. Should be a good one from Dover. For now, we're done from Ohio. What a racetrack. What a race. Congratulations to James Shelley, the winner from Ohio. Join us at Dover.